to win a lot of games. And, to win the games we need to win. So I don't have a number, but hopefully, more than a little bit.
How excited are you to reunite with Derrick Henry?
Very excited. Derrick is, like family. Derrick and I have a long relationship. We talked today, actually. Well, his trainer and, myself, we all work out together down in Dallas. So his trainer called me earlier while Derrick was working out. He really didn't say too much, but that's Derrick. He's grinding.
You talked to Lamar yet? Had any interaction with him yet?
Oh yeah, I talked to Lamar a couple days ago. Just ready to get to work. Not really much need to be said. Just let's get to work.
Did him being here, and obviously you've been open about your affinity with him, like, is that the sole reason, or what played into the decision?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Lamar, being the leader of this team is part of the reason that I came here. What he stands for and how he's led this team and this organization, to the playoffs in multiple years, and since he's been here, just how he's just led any receiver group he's had. So I think that played a big part of me coming here for sure. Lamar being the quarterback.
How did you come in here, sort of come together in those couple of days? Did you guys have a sort of a short list of teams that you identified going into the process, or how did it happen?
Obviously, I was in Kansas City, so we really, didn't, do too much, thinking that, possibility of me being back in Kansas City. But once we, found out that, I wouldn't be back in Kansas City, we made, a list, and the Ravens was the first team on my list.
DeAndre, I know you're coming off of being with Kansas City, getting to a Super Bowl for the first time in your career, and I know it's only been about a month, but what do you take away from that experience? What do you learn from that experience that you now bring here, not just for yourself, but with teammates who the goal here for several years is to get over that hump and get to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, obviously, I started off in Tennessee and went to Kansas City, so, I had best of both worlds, being, with a team that wasn't a contender, and then going to a team like Kansas City, who was obviously, we played in Super Bowl. So, a lot of lessons that, I can give to a lot of players, especially on this team, being in the game that they were in last year, almost, basically, about to play us, but, almost doesn't get it done in the NFL. So, I feel like I can give a lot to this, especially this receivers group, and guys in the locker room as well. I'm pretty sure there are some guys who's played in the Super Bowl, might have won a Super Bowl here, but, for myself, if someone asks, obviously I'm here to help and, make everyone better.
DeAndre, you mentioned the guys you're going to be playing here with. The receiving room with Zay and Rashad, and also the tight ends, have a lot of good receivers. Have you given thought to your sort of fit and what, your specialty is going to be in the passing game?
I haven't really given much thought. This is my first day. I just came in, signed my papers and did a little workout, and met with you guys. So, I really haven't given it much thought. Just really wherever I can be used is, doesn't matter to me.
What do you know about the receiver group that you're joining and the different guys in there, and have you spoken to any of them yet?
Those are some very talented young receivers. Those guys, Zay, Bate, the tight ends that we have, marking those guys. I think, the receivers specifically, they're young, fast. Those guys go out and make plays. They're exciting to watch, but I don't know much about them outside of, just what I see on the football field. So, just looking forward to, just hanging out and learning more about them.
Jumping from the offense that's led by Patrick Mahomes to now one with Lamar Jackson, what was your mom and your family's reaction to that?
I mean, obviously excited, bittersweet that we couldn't, win Kansas City last year, but that's football, still grateful for the opportunity, but they were excited, my family's big fans of Lamar.
DeAndre, you've been in the league 12 seasons, going on 13. What is it about your game that you feel like still allows you to be so effective?
I would say, how I'm able to get open. I've never been a 4-3 or 4-4 guy, but I'm able to make plays on the ball and get open. And contested catches, I feel like that's been something that, I've been able to excel in. And just, I would say my knowledge of defenses as well. Playing 13 years in the NFL, you learn defensive coverages and you know how to get open, and you kind of know what the defense is doing sometimes pre-snap.
Yeah, you mentioned like 13 years. Not a lot of guys get to be getting into that. But when players get to that, the question comes, how much do you have left in the tank? I mean, what would you kind of be your answer to that?
How much I have left in the tank? Man, I take it day by day. Honestly, I really never thought about that or look forward to it. They say you'll know when your body gives out on you, and it hasn't given out on me yet. Or for me, I feel like gotten close. So, who knows, man? Who knows?
DeAndre, you coming to Baltimore has kind of been a rumor every offseason for like 4 years now. How much did you, when you're doing your research, deciding where you want to play, do you call former and current Ravens, kind of talk to them about what it's like? Is there something about this organization other than obviously the quarterbacking, being contenders, that was really attractive to you?
I mean, Coach Harbaugh, man, Lamar, all those, Derrick, Derrick and I talked throughout the year, and that's one of my best friends. He keeps it honest. So for myself, it was, man, couple different things, but I mean, coach, from the head coach down, man, I feel like everyone, man, they compete, they're dogs, and I feel like this organization, this team matches who I am.
Yeah, to kind of get Jameson was asking about your experience in lift and tank. I mean, do you take some inspiration from what Derrick did last year? Because he was getting some of those same questions, and running back turns 30. What about his campaign last year maybe kind of pushes you to do more?
Oh man, Derrick is definitely an inspiration, not just to myself, but I think everyone in the league as well. For a guy, who plays running back in that age to do what he done, it's very rare. So, I can't say that he's not an inspiration. He's definitely an inspiration. But for myself, I don't look at really not one single person to motivate me to keep going. I think, when you play football, you have to have it within yourself, and you got to know who you are.
DeAndre, I don't know that every free agent comes in and gets a workout done before their introductory press conference. What made you do that, and is your workout routine, do you feel like, part of what's allowed you to still be productive at your age?
Oh, for sure. My workout routine has changed throughout the years, but it's definitely been a key part of me still being able to come out and play at a high level. At the age of 32, I'm not sure, why you wouldn't, work out if you have a weight room this nice, or you have the chance to work out. So for myself, I just like working, man. Just when no one's looking. If that's at my house at night, but it's definitely been a key part of me. Still playing, and also my diet. It's not just the workout, but it's everything else.
Some of that, an influence from Derrick? I know he.
Nah, I'm a little older than Derrick, but Derrick, but now Derrick definitely, being in Tennessee with him, he's picky about what he eats. You won't see him in the cafeteria going through the line too much.
Hey, DeAndre, do you remember when Lamar kind of first busted onto your radar screen and you maybe thought, well, that could be fun one day?
Man, I was watching Lamar when he was at Louisville against Clemson, and I remember this was when Clemson, I think, might have won a national championship, and Lamar was giving them a run for their money. I was like, who is this guy? And I think I started following his career after that, because obviously I went to Clemson, and Lamar was a couple plays away from basically single-handedly beating him, and I was like, man, this kid's gonna be special.
What about his game, about Lamar's game, that it most impressed you?
I would say his football IQ. Outside of his running ability, he only threw 4 interceptions last year, if I'm not mistaken. It takes a very high IQ at the quarterback position for that to happen, and that's very impressive. If you play football, that's not easy to do.